Da-da-da, 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 still not tired of playing Lego Vigo.
What's in the...
Vigo
Oh, it's the Eye of Sauron, isn't
Sauron,
it? Which is weird. There's floating Eye of Sauron when you can't actually see Barad-dûr.
Where?
Oh, up to the left. There you go.
Oh, wow.
That's slightly weird.
The Land of Fire. I remember it's one of the things that they make a big deal out in the book that Mordor is this like barren and ashen wasteland and it's horrible and like not with 10,000 men could you do this, etc., etc. But then Frodo and Sam actually get there and it's actually a lot nicer than they expect. Like there's running water, there's still some plants and stuff like that, and they're surprised that like it's not
Yeah, it's
actually.
not just propaganda, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not just as bad as they expected it to be. Oh, and then Sam.
What the?
What,
Did Sam
what
get
is going on
eaten
here?
by Shagrat? I don't remember that happening.
What is going on? This is a wild departure.
So this is why Frodo is allowed to get stabbed. Am I going to play as like Gorbag during this scene?
That would be
Shagrat.
I'm fascinated to see what happens here. Samwise Gamgee now able to just wrestle orcs like a badass. And in the path of Cirith Ungol. Sting looks a lot like a lightsaber.
Yeah. And there's Elijah Wood coming himself.
He seems like, I think we discussed this maybe earlier, but Elijah Wood seems like a lovely man. I've seen a couple of panels and like podcasts and stuff with him in it, and he just seems like a nice man. Or the
Holy shit! I'm playing as fucking Shagrat.
Shagrat! Oh,
that makes absolutely no sense and is not the way I saw this going. I was full on taking the piss, but here we are.
This is beyond our wildest dreams. When we began this series, who could have predicted that we would? Oh, I'm gonna Sting now. That's cool.
Right, how do we actually do this? Oh, pick up the light. Yeah, she hates that, doesn't she?
She does not like the light. No. Back, you devils!
Oh, there we go. Oh, and I can do her in. Yes. Hammer X.
Take that.
Whatever that is on your controller. I don't actually know.
Take that. Hey!
I assume it's not the X button on your controller, confusingly.
Yes, I've run afoul of that a few times. I don't know why you're here. Are you just here to cheerlead me?
Yeah.
Are you like my hype man?
Exactly, yeah. Do you not remember that scene from the books and the film when Shagrat just sits there and cheers on Sam while he fights Shelob?
I always get them mixed up. Like, I think the film actually inverts their roles. So, like Shagrat and Gorbag are the two captains, aren't they? One of them is like from Minas Morgul.
Yeah,
and the other is true Mordorian, and like, they don't like one another basically. Oh, I can throw the vial apparently.
Oh, that worked.
Oh,
nice. Can I get the vial? That doesn't seem right. Nope,
it doesn't feel like an orc should be able to pick that up, though, does it?
Let me try.
Ow.
Yes!
Oh!
Get back!
Hey!
Fear the power of Shagrat!
What a guy! I got to go over there and whack her.
Yeah, apparently I'm not.
Oh no, we need Sting.
You need Sting.
Like, why
I use Sting as well. That doesn't feel right either.
Why doesn't Shagrat bring a sword to this obviously climactic confrontation?
I mean, maybe you need Sting because she's a spider and Sting was forged to fight the spiders in Mirkwood or whatever.
Oh, it was. Yeah, that's a very good point.
There's a whole thing about that. Yeah.
I'd forgotten that. Very astute analysis, Doctor.
I've read/watched these a lot. Because that's why Sting's able to cut through the webs in Shelob's lair anyway.
Yes, I recall that. Oh, yes.
Oh shit! What the? Get down here. What's that option?
Nobody pushes a gardener.
Shagrat does apparently in that definitely non-canon scene.
This is gonna make it like more like traumatic later on when like Sam has to cut him down and get a Ungol.
Yeah. After their battlefield alliance was forged.
But say, I don't want to do this, Mr. Shagrat. Ah!
Mr. Shagrat has completely broken me.
Oh,
what the? Are you on him?
Help me! Well, I'm on
trying.
Her. Make with the throwing the vial.
I did throw the vial. You're on the ground, right, rolling around. Oh, it's that scene where you roll around with the stinger coming down.
That always terrified me. Her stinger is terrifying.
Yeah.
That's also not where spiders don't have stingers, right? You're a biologist. They don't have those, do they?
No, thanks.
Yeah. So like, why
that's how they inject venom.
And then the Shagrat runs off to capture Frodo.
Also, spiders don't get that big, obviously. So let's not bring too much biology into this, quite frankly.
Oh no! Like real world spiders do not have a stinger where Shelob has a stinger.
No, they inject their venom by jaws. Jesus Christ! This fellow ain't dead.
Is that Gorbag?
Why are all the orcs Cockney? Baffling.
Is that Gorbag? Is he the other orc?
Yeah, I think so.
Shagrat and Gorbag, or is it Sharku? No, Sharku's the.
No, Sharku's fucking Christopher Lee.
Is he?
Sharku is the name that Christopher Lee uses, Saruman, uses during the Scouring of the Shire.
I thought there was an orc captain named Sharku.
May also be, I don't know.
Again, like, Tolkien, for all that he loves to create names, very often uses them twice for the same character. Or for
also, his names are shit. They're just descriptions of the characters in a language he made up.
Yeah. Oh, there's Sam.
Saruman literally just means wise man in Old English. It's not even one of his own languages.
They took the ring.
Interesting.
Gandalf just means wise, which means great elf.
So really, I thought there was I think there's a historical king called Gandalf. There's a Scandinavian king.
Certainly there's an old king, it's where the name Alfred comes from, is a similar thing.
Yeah.
Alfred literally means elf read, or wise elf, as in he's well read. It's literally just, wise elf.
I thought for
name.
I thought for the longest time that Alfred was a terrible name, but then I realized it's like the name of like a Saxon king, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Alfred the Great.
Yeah. He was made his capital in Wessex.
Yes, and there's some story about him with biscuits that I can't quite remember, where basically he's hiding from one of his enemies. He hides in a woman's house, and the woman has no idea he's the king. And so she lets him in, but then she's like, she has to go out and do some job later on, and she's like, I've got some biscuits in the oven, don't burn them.
Oh, and he lets them burn, and she
gives him a load of, and she gives him a load of shit, but because he's a good bloke, he just kind of lets her scold him, then walks away and doesn't say, what the fuck are you doing, I'm the king, at any point.
I like it, you know. The British monarchy I'm not massively in favour of, but like the historical British monarchy were maybe cooler.
Yeah, and like King Alfred, certainly there's a decent amount of historical and archaeological evidence for, unlike, say, King Arthur, who is a bit more dubious.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most historically relevant thing I've read about Arthur, he was probably like a Roman captain or the last Roman centurion in Britain.
Yeah, the term warlord is thrown around a lot.
I remember reading like a history book once where like they said there are mentions of like a Roman named Arturius, but allegedly like, in one particular battle he killed 800 men alone, and you're like, well, no, he did not. No one could do that. His arms would be so tired, unbelievably tired.
It's weird that you're with me at this point. I really hoped Shagrat was going to like turn tail and fight his way out, and you'd be like, because there's like an orc civil war going on here. So
although they're using the models for Uruk-hai and regular orcs, and there would be no Uruk-hai here.
No, why would there be? Because they're basically all dead now at this point.
Yes.
Pretty much all the ones that were built by that point were fucked up by the Huorns not Isengard, Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep. Yeah, I know that we're supposed to root for the Fellowship, and you know Gandalf's one of the good guys, but he does also do a genocide.
He does it. Yeah.
I get that they were a violent and warlike race, but he doesn't even try to educate them. He just kills them all.
Certainly that plus the whole Mordor is surprisingly nice. I think there's a fair argument to be made for Lord of the Rings as anti-Mordor propaganda.
Yeah, and again, when you think of like what orcs are analogous to in the real world, namely black people, possibly, maybe, at least in Tolkien's mind. It's uncomfortable
is what it is,
It's very uncomfortable.
Well, savage people in general, which is no better and possibly worse for being more broad-reaching.
Yeah, exactly correct. Well, this is very elaborate.
Yeah, the Cirith Ungol level on the Lord of the Rings the Return of the King video game was one of the more interesting ones, because it was like, technically most of the level was optional. All you had to do is just at some point throughout the level, you just had to kill a total of 100 Uruks.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So you just had to just go and kill them. And you can kind of work through the level in whatever way you wanted. I really liked that as a bit of design.
I really like that game, but you've told me that it is not good on replay.
Right, if you like that game, go back and watch the Infamous Gentleman series of it. That will give you all the nostalgia from playing the game without the grueling ordeal that is playing that game. Did he just... Am I about to get into his clothes while he's showering?
Well, remember, this is how they escape. They disguise themselves as orcs.
Oh, that is actually true, yeah. That's what that thing at the top is. We need to, like, build an orc disguise before we can leave. That makes sense. That's actually surprisingly good.
The orc is in the shower.
Yeah, that's why he took his shirt off. Obviously. Are you not following this?
Again, Mordorian culture is more developed than we give it credit for. They've got
if they have menus, they have showers.
Running water. Don't get that back in Gondor.
Circling back around.
Yeah.
He's singing as well. You can't hear this, but he's going in the shower. It's quite something.
I think we're actually on the wrong side here. I think we should side with Sauron.
We should join with him, Gandalf.
We should.
It would be wise. You've literally gone full Saruman.
That's it. I mean, like, the study of his enemies became too deep. That's just like his whole goal, though, isn't it? Saruman wants to create another ring, ultimately. That's why he wants the One Ring.
Yeah, because he wants that kind of world-building power. Basically, he wants to be the DM.
Yes, or he wants to be like a 1900s industrialist, as it eventually turns out.
Yes, yes. But no, Tolkien hates analogy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's a bizarre... The Skirting of the Shire is an unusual way to end the trilogy, but like...
Yeah. Well, I guess he wanted the whole kind of... It's a bit of a twist on the... Well, no, it's not even a bit of a twist. It is a classic part of the Joseph Campbell story circle. That you come back to find that home is not what you thought it was, but you can deal with that due to the skills you learned on your quest.
Yeah, that's fine. And again, also about Frodo and Sam then readjusting, they realize they are changed, and like Sam can reintegrate into the Shire, but Frodo can't. And that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Have like 30 children and be repeatedly elected mayor and other ridiculous events.
Like marries the best looking Hobbit girl in the Shire. It's incredible that like the rest of the Shire believe them.
Yeah. To say they don't believe Bilbo or anything like that.
Yeah, we went on a quest and we saved the world and we destroyed the Dark Lord and basically you owe your existence to us, and the rest of the Shire are like, yeah, cool.
Sounds about right.
This guy should be mayor.
We can interact with him as well, I think.
I think we need to...
Oh, we need to disguise ourselves. Oh, he's like, hello, and he's like, no, you're not an orc. But apparently that's... Oh. Wow, that fire brought out bastardry.
Bastardry. We're back to...
Not sure that's actually a word, but I wish it was.
We're back to Sean.
Let's see how this
bastard.
8% Castile Rouge is.
Oh, what I do this? This seems to do something.
Holy shit, that's a strawberry beer. That's tasty. Alarmingly so. There you go.
It's okay. We made
did something.
A path for the fire, it seems.
Oh, very good. Let's build something from the wreckage.
Oh, it's a ballista.
Oh, we're building
a trebuchet.
Catapult. Yeah. Trebuchets are... it's a Sam trebuchet.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It's a man cannon.
Hobbit cannon. Half-man cannon.
Oh, shit, up I go. Well, okay, I'm gonna drop the barrels on that man. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It is kind of horrific how Lego characters die.
They just explode.
Yeah, it's awful. That's no worse than actually what would happen if you rolled heavy oak barrels downstairs into someone. That wouldn't end well for them either, right? Yeah, grab that.
We don't get the nice scene where Sam has to overcome his terror to get up to Frodo, and there's that scene where he just beats an orc to death with his frying pan and just goes, "That's for my old gaffer!" And it's just, oh, yeah, Sam, what a guy.
That's a phrase that's not used so much anymore. Gaffer.
I've heard it once. Someone asked me, "Is that your gaffer?" Which maybe for our American.
My mum uses it for my mum uses it for a similar thing. It's old man for it, and they'd use it occasionally for teachers.
Oh really? Yeah, it's like old man or boss, isn't it?
Yeah. So like Mr. Simmons would often be called Gaff Simmons as a teacher.
Oh,
something like that.
Interesting.
But that's an old northern thing, I think.
That's for my old gaffer. Again,
or the head of lighting or head of electric or something like that on a film set is also called the gaffer.
Correct. It's, again, like, Sean Astin to say that he is not remotely British does a very good job of a British accent.
Convincing, definitely.
Can we stealth past those guys? That maybe we have to do.
Oh, yeah, maybe we can. I haven't got an elven cloak, though.
Alright, well.
Oh, right, you need to use your elven cloak, I'll use the box. Or have you not got an elven cloak as well?
This is my elven cloak that I've activated.
Oh, shit. Oh, cool.
It just
camouflages. So.
Apparently, the elven cloak turns into a box.
It just turns into whatever it is. It's like adaptive camouflage. That's pretty cool. Right, see if you can find a way through for me.
Cool. I'm guessing I need to go up there eventually. Oh, there's a tinderbox, but I don't have one of those.
I have one of those, but unfortunately, I can't get past here.
I think I gotta climb up here and then.
Yeah, fuck him up from above or something.
Rightio. Die, orc swine!
But that was a basket, but getting there.
Die, basket swine! Death to the basket! Now, what does this thing do? This is a rock. Great. Brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, my Flemish is not great, but no words on the front of this look like strawberry. But this is a strawberry beer.
I now have a rock hammer, which apparently
Oh yeah, use on that.
Did I just swing
That's a rock? Yeah, just X. There you go.
Oh.
So that's the equivalent of Gimli's thing.
Die.
Clearly, yes, whoever holds of this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the powers of Gimli.
Excellent. Oh, there we go. There's the helmet.
Excellent. Now you just need a breastplate.
Where will we get one of those?
Maybe from one of the 35 orcs we've killed already.
It's not really made clear where they could just loot a breastplate from one of the many orcs that we have already massacred.
It's a gameplay conceit, I'll allow it. I guess you've got to use that hammer for something. Oh, I've got to start fires here. Oh, fuck.
That was a large belch.
Falling apart.
That was a belch of orcish proportions right there.
Right. What does that do? Did we want to do that?
I think we must have to go this way, surely, because that I couldn't progress until you smashed that. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you go. Shove that down. Maybe it contains a breastplate. I don't know. Oh, don't. Yep, there you go. Oh, yeah. If we push these down, then we can build a pushy rail for that thing. Because you can only push things across checkered platforms in Lego games.
Outstanding.
That's how that works.
No, I'll make my way down. Did you push that?
You didn't. I don't know. Apparently not.
I'll come back up and push it, shall I?
That would be great.
I think of Sam as being stronger than Frodo, but evidently not in this game.
Nope. Oh, that's cool seeing Mount Doom and Barad-dûr in the background.
That's quite cool, actually.
Oh no, that's just trying to hit it with the rock hammer, I guess. Maybe.
I definitely can't. I can't seem to push it at all.
Yeah.
Maybe if I put the rock hammer away.
Maybe you can hit it with the rock hammer. Try that.
Nope.
Interesting.
Hang on. Get out of the way.
Like...
Out of the way. There we go. I have solved the problem.
I think the problem was it was stuck to the left. And then I pushed it back to the right and it seemed to be okay. Right, we can use that platform, I think, to move. If we move that along now, one of these will contain what we need. What we need. That was a bit of a voice crack there.
You know something about, like, the Mountain of Fire? Whose name I forget. What's the name of the Mountain of Fire?
Mount Doom? Or Mount Doom.
Yep. That's the one. Like, why doesn't Sauron have more people guarding it? Like,
right, this is a legitimate thing, because he doesn't think it's a risk. Sauron can literally not understand, if you had the ring, what would you do? You'd use it. You'd use its power for yourself. He cannot conceptualize having that power and wanting to destroy it. He doesn't even view it as a weakness for himself. He just...
Oh.
That's the whole thing there. He's so... Because that is what he would do, he can't picture how anyone would do anything else.
You're telling me the Dark Lord of Middle-earth has very low empathy. Wow.
Right, how do I give you one of these or drop it or something? Because I have 2 breastplates. There we go.
And now I have a breastplate.
Wonderful, let's get dressed. Well, let's get breast.
Hey!
Hey!
That was a weapons grade punning.
That was not very good. Yep, sounds legit. Through we go.
There we go. That
was an entertaining level.
Yeah, that was good fun. Does everyone at Cirith Ungol die then? Like, do they just massacre one another?
I guess so. I mean, if they don't, when the mountain blows up, they sure die.
I think there's a payoff here. I think Shagrat escapes with the mithril vest, doesn't he?
Yes,
because
he does.
Gives it to the mouth of Sauron.
That's why the mouth has it, yeah. But I don't think that's actually in the film.
I like the mouth of Sauron as a character.
Yeah.
Where he comes out, I am a token I was bidden to show thee, and he holds up the...
I really like him, but I can absolutely see why they did not include him in the final cut of the film, because his narrative function doesn't work when you're seeing everything side by side.
Yeah, correct. Obviously, we know Frodo was alive, and yeah.
And when everyone's like, no, it's not true! That's like, the viewer's like... Basically, yeah, characters not knowing things that the viewer knows only works to a certain extent.
We have unlocked Shagrat as a playable
character. Yeah, because I played as him, yeah.
Very cool. I remember, like, there's a really cool moment, though, where, like, it's one of the few times Aragorn loses his temper. He just cuts the mouth of Sauron's head clean off his shoulders, and Gimli just goes, I guess that concludes negotiations. And you're like, yeah!
Another classic moment of Gimli comic relief.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.